Hello, my name is Mike Johnson. I'm taking you on an inside and outside systems tour of this 2013 Toyota Prius plug-in hybrid. I'm going to show you a couple features about this car. I'm waving in front of you too these green carpool lane access stickers, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to try to keep the video as short as possible, but there's a lot of important things to know. First of all, this is a very nice top-of-the-line car. This is a clean car, certified level car with no accidents, clean Carfax, flawless history, well maintained, and it was a Toyota lease, and it's the pearly white color. It's got the green carpool lane access stickers that we're providing for you, or actually the state of California is providing the green carpool access stickers for you. They're DMV issued. And we're going to talk about this car because this is a dual fuel vehicle. This is a plug-in hybrid, but you don't have to plug it in. You do have to put gas in it. A lot of people get confused and think, oh, I don't want to plug in. I don't have a plug in my apartment complex. Or I don't know if I want to plug it in all the time. This is not a Nissan Leaf. This is not a pure electric. This is a gasoline-powered, just like a normal Prius. It just has a little bigger battery. People used to pay $4,000 more just to get that bigger battery aftermarket, but this is factory. This is factory Toyota Prius plug-in. You have to think of it as a dual fuel vehicle. Now, brand new, this is top of the line with navigation and backup camera and Bluetooth. We're going to get into all that. And then, like I said, a very clean car with no accidents. Clean inside, clean outside, no odors. A nice car. And so nice, in fact, the sticker price for this car brand new was about $33,000 plus tax, so about $36,000 out the door. And man, the prices of used cars have fallen because 2015 was a boom, a blockbuster year for selling new cars, and the market is flooded. So the price of used cars has come down, and you can get a really good deal. And the icing on the cake, if you live in Southern California, the government is offering to help you with up to $9,500 in cash towards the purchase of this car. So you have to qualify for that. It's a grant program. It's called, there's a website you can go to, replaceyourride.com. And there's a couple of stipulations. So you have to have a trade-in vehicle that has to be 2006 and older. And you have to be approved by the program based on your zip code, income, and trade-in vehicle. And if you qualify, instead of paying like 20 grand or 18 grand or 17 grand out the door, whatever you're going to pay, you'll be paying $9,500 less than that because the government's going to buy your trade-in. Now, I've had customers trade in old beater cars. Like, for example, 1991 Toyota Corolla with 300,000 miles. They got $9,500 for it, and then the government takes that car and they shred it. That's a Replace Your Ride program. I don't know if you qualify. If you do, I have a lot of calls about those. Anyways, talking back again about the features. This is a Prius plug-in premium hybrid. So it's got the 4-button AC with a remote start air conditioning system. We provide 2 keys. Like I said, this is a certified level car. It comes with a charging cord that plugs into a regular AC outlet, but you never have to use it if you don't want to. You probably do want to. 4-button AC remote. So if I close the doors, I'm going to get inside so I can show you. Close the doors. I don't even have to lock the door. Just hit the button AC and hold that. Doors lock, and the air conditioning starts up. So for example, if I wanted to run into Starbucks real quick, I could run into Starbucks and the AC will come on and run while I'm in there for several minutes. Or if you're getting ready to go work or go home or whatever, your car's really hot, you want to pre-cool it for a few minutes, that remote start air conditioning system works really well. Now, it's also got push to start, so I just step on the brake and push the power. The car starts up because it's a smart key system. I don't have to push in and turn a key. It's also benefit for anti-theft. These vehicles are very difficult to steal unless you have a tow truck or you take the keys away from the owner. There's very little market for stolen cars. in the Prius because these are not the Ricky Racer hot rod vehicles. This car does have navigation. It has Bluetooth. The Bluetooth is going to start up and start playing music here. So, you know, I have music playing on my phone, still making the connection. And I want to show you, I don't have to plug in any wires here for the Bluetooth to start. Once it makes its connection, the music starts playing. And there we go. We have a Nice Day. It's playing wireless from my phone. I have the volume turned down. Okay, this car also has navigation, but I'm going to talk about Bluetooth here for a minute because it's a really big deal. The navigation is a big deal. The Bluetooth is a big deal. Let's plug in the Entune app. I have an Entune, Toyota Entune app running on my phone. So I'm going to plug it in anyways. I don't have to for the music purpose, but I'm going to connect to the cellular data network with the car. Do you want to connect to internet? Yes. Yes, it may use my data charges. But now I'm going to get live traffic information from the internet. No subscription required. I can even update the navigation. I can do that later. I don't want to do it during my demo. So if I go to navigation screen, I'm going to start getting traffic in a minute from the internet. Let me zoom out here. Look at my freeway right there. I'm going to zoom out further. See, the freeway has green stripes on both sides because there's no traffic. I'm already getting live traffic information. Now I'm going to drive this car in reverse and show off the backup camera. So I'm pretty good with these cars. I'm going to back it into a parking space using the backup camera only for my viewing. I'm going to look for traffic with my mirrors, but I'm going to back up into the parking space using the backup camera. See that? There we are. We're in the parking space. Now let's go for a little test drive around the building. Go into the shade so I don't get any glare on my camera lens, so easy to show you the car. So we're talking about Bluetooth and navigation. Everybody always tells me, oh, I have navigation on my phone and it works really good. I don't need navigation in the car. Well, Governor Brown, the governor of California, signed a new law that goes into effect January 1, 2017 that says you cannot hold or handle your phone for any reason when you're driving a vehicle in the state of California. And it doesn't matter if you have Bluetooth or not, you cannot handle or hold that phone. If you want to play with your phone, it's limited to a single swipe function, and the phone has to be mounted on your windshield, hard mounted to a mount, or mounted on your dashboard. If it's in your hand, that's a ticket. No excuses, and it's a big ticket. So we're talking about this live traffic. You know, it's much nicer. I mean, look at my screen. I mean, I have a nice iPhone 5S here. The screen is 3 times larger. This is larger than the big phones you can buy. It's a nice big screen. I can clearly see the traffic. There's some yellow over here. There's a couple construction zones. There's some red over here. You know, I can look at the freeway and say, well, maybe I don't want to go that way right now because there's red. And the red is an indication of the freeway speed being slow. I did mention this car does have carpool stickers, so that'll help you out. Those carpool lane stickers will help you bypass the traffic by jumping in the carpool lane all by yourself. The touchscreen navigation and Bluetooth, I'm going to talk more about that. So if you want to make a phone call, you can't answer the call from your phone, you can't dial numbers from your phone, you can't do any of that, but you don't need to. You have it all right here. You can dial by number, you can access your contacts, your call history, your messages. I mean, that's the same thing you're going to be doing with your phone, but you don't need to do it with your phone. Now you're doing it with the radio. So let's go to call history. So call history, I have my all calls, missed calls, received calls, dialed calls. So your boss calls you and you were talking to your wife or your spouse, so you couldn't answer your boss's call. You want to call them right back and get on your way. So you just go in your call history and call your boss back, or you call your wife back, or your mom back, or whoever. You got it all right here. If you want the dial pad, you've got the telephone but dial pad. You want to call me and say, Mike, don't sell that car, I want it. You dial my number, 951-681-2101. That's my number right there. Then you press the green button and you call, or you have these buttons over here on the steering wheel. Answer, hang up, and this has voice command. If you've ever had a car before with voice command, some of the older cars didn't work. This works really, really well. So if you press the voice command, you literally press that and then you say, destination, California. All right, then the navigation thinks for a minute. It processes, and then you can say the address, like 123 Main, Los Angeles, all at once in a sentence, and it'll understand you. I'm going to cancel because I don't want to take the time to go into any more, but it works really well. You can do it when you're driving. You don't have to pull over. You don't have to touch your phone to dial a destination. Even your passenger can do it for you. Okay. The law in California, your passengers can still play with the phone, but the drivers cannot do it after January 1, 2017. It's illegal. Huge ticket. Thank the governor for that, I guess. Hopefully there'll be less crashes, but we'll see. I doubt it, but who knows. Did I mention that I'm including 2 keys with this car and the charging cord? And it's super clean inside. Look how clean this car is. Very clean car. This was a $36,000 car. You're buying it for a fraction thereof with only 20,000 miles on it. 28,000 miles. So this car has 28,000 miles on it. Put my camera up there. Let's see. Trip A, trip B. Okay, I'm going to show you trip B right now. I reset my trip to see how much gas mileage this car will get. We're going to talk about the fuel economy and the dual fuel and all that now. Okay, this car is showing right there. I've driven it 54.7 miles. My fuel economy average is 91 miles per gallon with an average speed of 14 miles per hour. Okay, so that's how it works. When you're driving on gas, you're using gas. Driver has no influence if you use gas or not, other than how hard you push the gas pedal, if you need to run the heater, things like that. The car's computer decides. And the way Prius plug-in works, the first 10 to 15 miles of driving, it could run on pure electric with using no gas whatsoever if you charged it up. If you didn't charge it up, doesn't matter. You just have to buy gas more often. If you never charge it up, you're going to get regular Prius fuel economy of about 51 miles per gallon, more or less. Pretty close to that. But the more you charge it, the better the gas mileage. I've got incoming phone. See, my Bluetooth is ringing, so I got to take this call. I'm going to wrap it up. Call me, 951-681-2101.